I hate my fucking job. What's up, y'all? Let's paraphrase. Before I go off on my little rant, let me just give you an idea of what a typical day at work for me goes like. Start out at around anywhere between 2:30 to 3:30 a.m. That's when I wake up. Go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, get dressed, go to work, an hour early, sit in the parking lot, listen to music, write music, and then when it's time to go in, I go in, straighten up my work area before it's time to get to work because people always leave it a mess. They don't have the common courtesy to clean it up with somebody else coming in, but whatever. Clock in. Do my job for about 3 hours, maybe 4 if I get lucky. Clock out, go home. For the past couple of weeks, my job has been hamstringing me out my hours. Really not even for the past couple of weeks. Really it's been a while actually. I don't even know how long it's actually been, but this is the thing. Like, I work for a company that, when you first apply, they tell you that, you get benefits, it's a good company to work for. But what they don't initially tell you is that you have to work 1,000 hours on the clock before you actually get said benefits. A few months ago, I got sick. I had bronchitis. And I don't have any insurance. I wasn't getting any better. I was trying to avoid going to the doctor as much as possible, but I couldn't take it no more. So I said, you know what, okay, do what you gotta do, go to the doctor, deal with it, blase, whatever. I lost probably around $400 to $500 in total between doctor visits and prescriptions. And yeah, that sucked ass. My job was like, well, you don't get those benefits. See, the thing is, I didn't know that until I got sick. I assumed that I just had the benefits off gate. You know what I'm saying? Nobody told me that you had to work 1,000 hours on the clock before you actually get benefits. So when I got sick, I told my boss, hey, so look, I'm sick right now. I really need to go to the doctor. So I need to know, what's up on the insurance? Can I, get the information for that so I can go to the doctor and blase and all that? And he was like, well, you don't actually get those benefits until you work 1,000 hours on the clock, and you're part-time, so it would be like 2 years before you actually get those benefits. Are you fucking kidding me? 2 fucking years? So if I get sick between now and 2 years later, I'm fucked, basically. That's bullshit. I feel like I got hoodwinked. Like, why the fuck would you make somebody wait 2 whole fucking years to get benefits? Like, something can't happen between now and then. You're supposed to get health insurance, dental insurance, and something else, I think. But yeah, I was heated about that. And it really pissed me off when they just started cutting our hours. See, the thing about it, when I first started working there, they let you stay on the clock until you actually finished, doing your work. It got to a point where they just started cutting people out, like a few minutes early or an hour early, and just kept some people on. But it's like, why are you doing this? It's like they acting like they can't spare us a few bucks to actually, finish the job that we started, man. It's like this ain't no easy job. It's hard work, you know what I'm saying? But it's like they expect you to fucking be able to do a job that would take 2 people to get done. They expect one person to get that job done in fucking the same time it takes one person to do it. To do a one-person job. These motherfuckers don't get it. the section they got me working in, there's like 4 or 5 people. Well, no, it's 4 part-time employees and my supervisor, right? They got enough work that all of us could be doing. But it's like they don't actually want to have like 4 people working over there at one time. Even though there's enough work for 4 people to do. Why do y'all insist on making this shit more difficult than it need to be? You got work that 4 people can get done like that, more than likely. But you would rather have me or him or whoever try to take on all that. Like, they make it harder on us trying to save a few bucks by cutting out people just, you know what I'm saying, so they can save some money. This is a multi-billion-dollar company, man. That ain't no excuse for that shit. I mean, what's going on? Are y'all trying to fucking chintz us out of our minimum wages that you pay us so you can, you know what I'm saying, buy a third fucking summer home or buy another Ferrari every other day? What's going on? It's like the people at the top, they just keep getting richer and they keep feeding us little bitchy ass crumbs. And then that's what make, you know what I'm saying, that's why people end up having like 2-3 different jobs, because these motherfuckers don't want to pay nobody a decent wage for the work that they're doing. Like, I actually had my supervisor tell me that somebody changed something on my time card. Okay, so this is what happened. So one day I went to work, right? And while I'm cleaning up my work area and I'm setting everything up, one of my bosses, this is before I clocked in, so one of my bosses asked me to hold down, he asked me to work in another section for the time being because the person that was supposed to be there hadn't showed up yet. So I'm like, okay, I'll go ahead and do it. So what I did was I went ahead and clocked in early before I was supposed to, and I got to work where my boss told me to go. Fast forward a week later, my supervisor, the one that I'm always working with, he tells me that somebody changed something on my time card and I need to approve. And I'm like, what? And it was like, they shaved off like 11 minutes of that time that I was working in that other section just because that wasn't the time I was supposed to clock in. But guess what? One of my managers asked me to go ahead and get to work in this other section. So that's why I clocked in. So some asshole decided that I didn't deserve 11 minutes of labor that I worked for on my check. So they fucked me out of my money. And I didn't know nothing about it until my supervisor said something. Oh, my foot was fiending for somebody's ass that day. But, you know me. Rational ass paraphrase, trying not to jeopardize everything I got going for me. You know, me and my supervisor, we worked out something where I got my money back, and yeah. It's like, I just feel like the people, like upper management and the CEOs, like, they just hate to see us thrive. They just hate to see like the little people at the bottom that's doing the hardest work. They don't want to see us make it. You know what I'm saying? They just want to keep us there, and they string us along every fucking day, telling us that, you know, the harder you work, the better it gets. But you bust your ass every fucking day, and shit stays the same. It's ridiculous. I know a lot of y'all baby boomers, any one of y'all that's watching right now, probably thinking I'm just some unexperienced, entitled millennial who doesn't know what he's talking about. Let me tell y'all something. For like the working class citizens that's busting their behinds every day, working their asses off, and still can't fucking make ends meet, like, how the fuck are we supposed to feel? It's like we work hard, you know what I'm saying, just like everybody else. But everybody look at us like we just a bunch of lazy ass bums. They don't get it. Especially like with the baby boomers. Okay, I know a lot of people would say, right by now, a lot of people saying, well, maybe you should have went to college and got an education. Hey, guess what, asshole? I did go to college. I have a bachelor's degree. I graduated 3 years ago. and I still don't have a job in my field. I'm still working bullshit minimum wage jobs. The thing about baby boomers, y'all grew up in an era where you can graduate from college and damn near get a job like that. It's not like that no more. And y'all don't seem to understand it. Because a lot of these companies that we're applying for, that my generation is applying for, they always want people who have experience. And since y'all got years upon years upon years of experience, y'all can get the job just like that we trying to keep. The thing about it, people always pushing so hard for, kids to go to college and shit, but in 2014, 84% of college graduates couldn't find a job. And guess what? I was in that 84 percentile. You know what I'm saying? It's like people always try to speak on shit that they don't know nothing about. They always try to speak on everybody else's problems and circumstances, but they don't even deal with these problems and circumstances in their own time. When shit just going gravy for them, acting like everybody got the same opportunities and everybody can, thrive on the same level. But that is not fucking true. When you have everything handed to you all your life, that's the way you see it. You think everybody just gonna have the same opportunities, but you're not living in the same reality that other people living in. You're not living in the same reality that people in the lower class are dealing with day in and day out, and the circumstances that they gotta put up with, living paycheck to paycheck. Struggling to get groceries, struggling to buy gas. But your rich ass sitting up here got fucking 2 Ferraris and a Benz by the time you 18 that your parents gave you. Meanwhile, people in the lower class, they can't get groceries, they can't buy gas, they can barely even pay their rent. They can barely pay their bills. Can't pay a cell phone bill. Like, I think that Tupac actually said it once. He said that he felt like, for 1 week, he said that poor people should live as rich people, and rich people should live as poor people, and it should just alternate every so often, so everybody just gets a taste of what the other side looks like. Because when you don't know what the other side is dealing with, you're oblivious to what's really going on, and you might have somebody tell you what they think is going on, but they might not even know what the fuck they talking about. So you just eating up the bullshit that they tell you. But, they making you look stupid. I don't know why, the system and anybody that's against seeing, working class people thrive, I don't know what y'all problem is, man. Because the truth of the matter is, you need people like me. You need the working class, because you damn sure ain't gonna do these type of jobs. Why? Because you feel like it's beneath you at this point. Because what? Because, you went to school, you got your education, and you feel like you could be doing better. Well, guess what? I feel like I could be doing better too, but I'm not. So I gotta make do with what I have. But this is bullshit. It ain't no fucking way that you can rationalize somebody that's working hard, busting their ass day in and day out, trying their best to achieve greatness in life, and still continually getting shitted on by getting paid bullshit wages, not getting benefits, no health insurance. You look at all these circumstances that a lot of us go through, and you wonder why so many of us would rather turn to a life of crime than, work an honest job, because y'all don't pay us shit. Y'all don't pay us enough to survive. Y'all don't pay us enough to live off of. It's bullshit. The sad part is, it don't matter how much we talk about it. It don't matter how much, we vent our frustrations about the shit. Y'all don't give a fuck. And I don't know what it's gonna take to get people to wake up and realize what the fuck working class citizens go through. But the sad thing about it is that a lot of these working class citizens, they cool with this shit. They don't realize, They don't realize that they getting hamstringed. It's like all my life, I was told that, you know, you work hard, you get your education, and you're supposed to get it. You're supposed to, you know what I'm saying? They supposed to get better for you, but shit's only gotten worse for me. So I feel like I got hamstringed all my life. The workforce is gonna need some serious reform. And I already know that they trying to, you know, they're already trying to push people out by fucking like having like self-automated kiosks and having fucking, it's damn near gonna get to a point where they're gonna have robots taking all the jobs so they don't have to pay nobody. I mean, go ahead and do that if you want, but I guarantee you all hell's gonna break loose when that day comes. This country's gonna go to hell in a handbasket. Anyways, I'm Paraphrase. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, tell a friend, all that bullshit. If you still ain't heard my new single, Dagens, Dubs, and 8-4s, the link is in the description. Go check that out. And I'm out.